Are you thinking about buying a house? Well, in this video, I want to talk about how important it is to shop lenders. Obviously, there are people who are cash buyers, but most of the people buying a house, I don't know if I could say most, but a lot of people buying a house are looking to get a loan. And it's really important to find the right lender to partner with, to find the right program for you, and to figure out what best fits your needs. So without further ado, let's go. My name is Annika Wilder and I am a local real estate agent here in the Eastern Idaho area. If you're thinking about moving here next week or next year, go ahead and give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email and I'll be happy to help. Well, in this video, I have brought Kirsten Landers back from First Colony Mortgage, and I want her to talk about why it's so important to find the right lender. And I, as a real estate agent, also can attest that finding the right lender can make or break a situation. So Kirsten, tell us a little bit about you, where you came from, and then we'll talk about finding the right lender.
Absolutely. Well, my name's Kirsten Landers. I'm a new-ish mortgage officer. I've been doing this for about a year. I had the wonderful opportunity to work with the lovely Megan Maloney and the other half of the Maloney team here in Idaho Falls, and we are with First Colony Mortgage.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
And so I, as a real estate agent, have worked with a lot of lenders, and it was really important to me to find a lender that cares about my clients as much as I do. And there's a lot of wonderful lenders out there. I mean, you know them, I know them, and I've had great experiences with a lot of them. And the reason why I started working with First Colony was because they were able to communicate with me almost on a daily basis. Kirsten called me the other day and said, I haven't talked to you all day, I don't know what to do with myself. And that's right. The kind of relationship that we have, whereas there's these internet, you call them machine lenders, that are very different. And so tell me a little bit about that and why that's different.
Well, like as you mentioned, relationship is first and foremost for Megan and myself when it comes to working with realtors and their buyers. We have a program that's called ABC program, or in layman's terms, just always be communicating program. It's a program I've developed with Megan, and it puts emphasis on constant communication with the buyers and with the realtors, obviously within reason, just to update everyone so they know where they are throughout the transaction. The biggest complaint that buyers and the realtors have about mortgage officers is they don't communicate enough. So going from that to something like Rocket Mortgage, which is great when you're in a hurry, you want to get pre-qualified, you want to know what you can get pre-qualified for. It's a great tool, but it's not something I would rely on simply because they're kind of a machine. It's a call center. They just answer your questions. They really don't dig deeply as we do, and so us just being so relational based, it's really important to us that we work with each and every buyer in a more personalized manner so that we can tailor our advice for every scenario that may come up.
Yeah, exactly. So there's different kinds of lenders and companies out there. So Rocket Mortgage was just an example. Nothing against them. They are an online company, and they're nationwide. And then there's also banks. A lot of people want to get their mortgage through their bank or their credit union, which is great and could be a really great option too.
Absolutely.
And then there's private mortgage companies, and then there's brokers as well that help branch out to lots of different loan programs. And so there's a difference between working with a bank who works bankers' hours versus a hyper-local mortgage company that works the same hours as your realtor, that will talk to you when you get off work. And there's just a huge difference there. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's important for Megan and I in particular to work hours that Annika is working, for instance, because we know that Annika's working maybe hours that don't always match your 9 to 5 day job. So we're always answering the phone, texts, emails whenever possible, because we understand that Annika sometimes has to move quickly in order to capture an opportunity for her buyers. So we want to stay in tandem with her and make sure that we make you, the buyer, as nimble as possible to get the home that you want.
That's awesome. And it's important that wherever you are, look at your situation. It's okay to shop around. It's okay to ask, like, what kind of hours do you work? It's okay to ask, can you beat this rate rate from this banker or this the machine lenders. Yeah. you can ask these questions, and when you call a lender, and most lenders are willing to talk to you for free for a few minutes to see if the situation fits your needs best. And I know First Colony does a good job with that. And so I'm a big supporter of local, and I think that's the purpose of this video is if you're a buyer and you're thinking about buying, think about your situation, but also think about how just supporting a local loan officer, but how that can support you and be more advantageous to you because they're local.
Yeah, we're familiar with the market. We have relationships already with many people throughout the market that may be able to help the buyers, whether it's an inspector or someone that can come in and do repairs, all of those things. And in addition to that, when you come and you support locally, you're not only supporting Megan and I, but you're also supporting our processors who are here locally. It's just, I know that's something that people take into consideration when they want to know who they should choose for their mortgage officer. And oftentimes, brokers, for instance, they will shop out those programs and shop out those products to out of state. So when you work with Megan and I, you are supporting the local economy as well.
And lastly, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because a lot of buyers, especially coming from out of state, who are having different experiences with their lenders, just are not aware that this type of service exists. And so that's why I want to encourage you to shop around, to call, to ask questions, because there are lenders that I have spoken with, that I've worked with from people moving here from out of state that just do not have that level of service. I can't get a hold of them. They're sometimes not very polite. They don't understand Idaho at all. They think that we need a real estate attorney is the most recent thing that I heard from an out-of-state lender. They said, who's your attorney? I'm like, we don't use attorneys to close a deal here. I mean, depending on the situation, but on average, we use a lender, a realtor, a closing company. Those are your three big ones. We don't need an attorney to close a deal. And so it's really important to find someone that understands your current market. Even though there's people that can help you all over the country, I just want you to know that there's this top-notch service that I pride myself on with the Anderson Hicks group. It's our promise to create a 10+ experience for all of our clients. And I know that First Colony Mortgage also aligns with our values too.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's why we work so well together, is that we put you, the buyer, first, your needs first. And as Annika, I think, is alluding to as well, is when you shop around, if you see a better deal, Megan and I will 100% tell you to run, don't walk to that deal. But also, if we feel like we can compete and offer you a better service, we'll fight for your business too.
Yeah, I love that. And I love people who are willing to fight for my clients. And so thank you so much, Kirsten. And thank you for Megan from First Colony for supporting us. And I'm so grateful to be a part of this community here in Idaho. We've got a really, really great market. It's healthy. People are buying and selling every day. We have new inventory coming on every day. And there's some really creative solutions that we have in the lending world too. And so if you're thinking about buying, get in touch. Their link for their application is in the description below, as well as my phone number, my email. So if you're thinking about moving here next week or next year, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'll be happy to help. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.